Welcome back to the virtual podcast, the 25th episode. And thank you so much for tuning in live, especially thanks to you. Yeah, if you're here live with us live.
You screwed that up.
We are here live. Yeah, I did screw it up. Yeah, thank you. But also thanks to you who actually tunes into the VOD, which is the main thing. The live party really is just a gimmick, as we've previously stated. Anywho. Welcome so much to the show. Today, in today's podcast, we have the Quest 3 leaks. There's been leaks, allegedly very credible leaks. We also have the network company D-Link has made a Wi-Fi bridge for the Quest. So you'll be able to do wireless, better wireless, allegedly. And also some haptic gloves. So Haptic X, which makes corporate level, enterprise level haptic gloves. They've raised a funding of 23 million, private investment from a private equity fund. So that's big news. It's not really going to affect it's not going to be a consumer product anytime soon, but maybe in the future, once they master their technologies and whatnot, they'll probably make something cheaper that is be easier to mass produce anyway.
But then you can finally feel toes in VR.
Feel the toes. No. All that is all to come. Before we go down that rabbit hole, we need to get the introductions out of the way. So, I'm Kenny, obviously. We got Hang Tight, the stream master, and then we have two guests. We have Shadowofthygods'es, a returning queen of sorts.
Well,
again.
I'm supposed to be like your primary co-host.
Finally,
my work schedule has allowed me. Yeah, finally my work schedule has allowed me to come back. So hopefully I'll be around more often.
It's super exciting. You've been hard at work on avatars, I've heard.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna be releasing. Right now, I'm working on four different worlds. I'm gonna be releasing a total of 4 body bases probably this month, and then 2 avatars.
Oh wow! You have a whole release lined up, like a bunch of stuff.
Yep, pretty much. The worlds probably won't be done until early next year, but yeah, the avatars are hopefully going to be able to get up this month. So I've already gone into started making animations and stuff for them. So it's a pain. I don't know if I'm going to get them done before Halloween, and I'm going to cry because they're Halloween themed.
Right.
It's always spooky season. It's fine.
I know.
It's Spooky-tober.
Spooky-tober.
Or Spooktober, as the hip kids call it.
It's always spooky time.
It always baffles me, because I remember when I first met you in VR, and you weren't really that invested in Unity at that time. So it's been interesting for me to see your development and how you've literally went head first into Unity and Blender and started to make avatars and worlds all by your own.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to be heading back to college, and I'm going to be trying to take some formal 3D classes, because right now everything I have is self-taught.
Yeah, so, I think that there's always some.
This is what 8 months in Unity and Blender I'll get you.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it looks absolutely brilliant, the cyborg features. Is that a toggle on your avatar, or did you just smack them on?
What do you mean?
The cyborg legs?
Oh no, yeah, no, these are permanent. I honestly...
Oh, they're permanent?
Yeah, the reason I went to the cyborg legs was to actually save polys, because I got annoyed with shoes.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Well, shoes are difficult.
Yeah, pretty much. Shoes are annoying. That's why these look weird.
Well, I've asked you this plenty of times, like twice. You've answered this question, one in depth and one quick, so you don't need to go into it again. But usually on this show, we ask people how they ended up going into VR. But honestly, we'll save the time. We'll save the time. You've answered it too many times.
I don't even remember anyway. And also, I went back and looked at the channel. The first episode's gone. Where's the first episode?
What? Where? Which first episode?
The first episode of the podcast.
I saw it. I saw it yesterday.
Episode 1?
I saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
Episode
Last time
1
I
is
looked
still
on
there.
the channel, I couldn't find it.
Episode 1 is just a shit show anyway. You shouldn't watch it.
But I wanted to know
Okay,
why
well, I won't watch it
VR.
then.
Hang
wait,
on.
there's episode 1.
Yeah.
Can
all
you
right.
stop something?
Okay, yeah. Anyway, go ahead on.
But yeah, episode 1 is a shit show. It really is. It was me. I had recently made the world. I was super excited to try it out. So I just went into random Black Cat and I said, "Do you want to make a podcast, kids?" And I just like smacked on a portal, and all of them were like, "Yay!" And just went in the portal, and we made a podcast.
Oh God.
Or then was it episode 1? I don't remember what episode it was.
Probably 4th, 6th, 7th.
I have no. Okay.
Somewhere there.
And it was
It-
11.
I think it was. Was it 7 and 11?
Was it?
Or was it 2? I don't know. I remember we talked about it last
Then
time.
I'm gonna go look to see which episodes I was in.
Welcome so much to the show, Shadow. Falcon, you too
Hello.
have been on the podcast before.
Yes, I have. There's been a couple of episodes, but I believe it was the 19th one I was in. But
Yeah,
I'm glad to
admittedly,
be back here.
admittedly, I don't. You last time you were there, I don't really remember the answer you gave as to how you ended up in VR for the first time.
Originally it was I started off in Quest. I saw a lot of friends having the Quest 2, family members having it, so I was like, you know what, seems pretty fun. So, you know, after I saw everyone doing it, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try. Bought a Quest 2. It's funny because within I think 2 weeks I bought a computer, 3 weeks, and then a month later I bought full body. So it was like within the span of just 2.5 months I just had a full setup. And I've been playing for 2 years now, and it's like playing this game, and it's like tisk tisk tisk. What has come to me?
I feel it.
What is my life?
What has my life come to?
Dude, you're
But-
telling me. I
but
think
yeah.
I'm way into it than I thought I'd be.
Sucks you in.
I do the same thing to myself. Yeah, you just can't get away from it. But you meet so many cool people. Like, you know, I've met you guys, and geez, I've known you guys for what, probably a year now, and well, I know Sirius and Thrice for a year now, and it's like it's crazy how time is flying by now.
Yeah, you really get to know people. Really, I mean, honestly, VR brings you to a different place. It really does, and you get really
It
like
does.
the immersion levels that you'd get is enough. It really is
Yeah.
the right amount of immersion, and you know, if you can't take it anymore, you just take off your headset and you leave.
Yeah, it's like if you fuck up this life, you can just take it and do your own.
Or you go the other way around.
Or yeah. No, but we can't do that. No, we can't do that. It's not right to do that.
Yeah.
You holding up your hand? You want to say something?
No, I was smacking the bar for my hammock.
Oh right. I'm
I found
too
it.
used to
It was
Tanner.
episode 2.
You were in episode 2. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was before I ever started making any sort of avatars either, because I'm in the over model.
Yeah,
So
I remember.
started here. So that first episode was when I first right before I started getting into creation and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast time flies. It really is. But anyway, Falcon, what do you like to do on your spare time other than VR?
I like to play other games. Also trying to. I've also been training to do my new job. Hopefully, it can start possibly this coming week or the following week to for insurance. Been pretty busy with that. And then after that, moving recently. So in a new area, so it's a bit something I gotta get used to. But essentially, I look at it as a new place, new me. So it's something that I'm completely new to. So it's like I'm new to this area. So it's like everything is a fresh start. New job, possibly new friends, like new environment. So I needed to get out of my hometown.
Moving places can be overwhelming. I mean, I've done it so many times for work, studying, and different things. So it really is sort of overwhelming, and it's. I'd say that when you have VR, it's very easy not to go outdoors and touch grass. I have to admit.
Grass.
What's
Grass,
grass?
yeah,
Oh,
real
what is
grass.
that?
Oh my god, I haven't heard that thing in years. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, last time I went outdoors and I went to touch grass, I thought there would be bugs, but no, it was snowing. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
It was a blizzard outside.
Don't say
raining cats
snow.
and dogs.
It's good. Winter's coming.
Winter is coming.
I'm
And
ready.
That's another thing. Being in a whole new state too. Oh my god. Over in my hometown, temperature would at least go down to 50 some. Last night, and I think it said tonight, the lowest. It's supposed to be 36 degrees, and it's like, Jesus, dude, I am on a whole new area. I was like, oh, this winter is gonna be fucking amazing. Oh, gotta love it.
I hope it actually snows and it's not just cold, because like I wanna go sledding and stuff. But like the past couple of winters, it's either been like super wet snow, so you don't want to be in it, or there's just been no snow.
Lame.
Slush.
I don't like the snow just because of my car. I don't like driving in the snow.
Oh yeah, I drive a tiny subcompact stick shift, so I don't leave during the winter.
Yeah, I drive front wheel drive, so it's like I still am very iffy on it. So it's like if I need to, I will. But if it's just to go out driving around, exploring, that's not gonna happen until the summer. There's no snow.
Snow makes me want to go drive. I'm the
I
opposite.
like going to doing donuts.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Because no one else is driving, so I got the whole road just to spin around on.
Yeah, just to spin around. Tokyo drift in the snow.
Do you ever just drift around a corner?
Oh yeah. There's a really nice big, it's like a 6-lane road. It snowed last winter, and I went out and no one was out. So I was just out there
Oh, it has to
whipping donuts for like half an hour. No one came by. I was
There's
going.
an old mall. There's an old mall over here where I live, so there's a massive parking lot. Like everybody goes out there to do donuts.
Oh yeah, the donut meetups. That's where it's at. Just meeting random people already doing donuts. Yeah. So you go to your donut spot to do some donuts, and there's already someone there doing donuts. So then you just start taking turns. It's a really nice dynamic. Really good community.
But honestly, we've this introduction here has lasted longest of all introductions thus far. We should really get back to talking about VR and not IR.
Oh shoot, that's what we're here to do. Oh dang it.
Real
Wait, we're talking about VR?
Yeah, that's
we were talking about
general plan.
Oops.
Yes. Track. Do you want to start with the Quest 3 leaks, or do you want to start with the D-Link bridge?
Let's do the D-Link bridge.
Yeah, that one sounds
Okay. So basically, it's so what I'm confused about that is that isn't it already natively supported Wi-Fi 6E on the Quest 2?
Yeah, but the issue is if you don't have a Wi-Fi 6E router. So
Yeah.
the idea behind this, as far as I understand it, it acts like a mini router for a dedicated line for your Quest.
What she said.
So that it's
Ah.
directly connected to your PC.
Because
So you won't need the big old router.
everybody
Yeah,
loves
exactly.
dongles. So now they give you a dongle to make your wireless better.
Honestly,
All
that held up
about
a
the
lot, 'cause
dongle.
I wish they had that back in the day because I used virtual.
That's the only
desktop
reason I
before
haven't gotten a
Airlink.
wireless.
No, I used virtual desktop instead of Airlink because Airlink wasn't a thing, and then it came out. I tried it once, and I was like, I don't really like this because it feels it's too choppy. It's not right, so I just stuck with virtual desktop. But I mean, I usually didn't have problems with it because of where I was. The internet was pretty good, but I know some people who have problems with virtual desktop and just the connection issue, and I think it will help a lot better now. Hopefully, at least.
Yeah, I mean, more commonly than not, people have their routers in different rooms and where they have their PCs.
Oh yeah.
So I could totally see why, the wireless features on the Quest would be choppy. But if you put the dongle in the same room on your PC or whatever, and you have a free airspace between, I mean, of course, it's going to be significantly better.
Yeah. One of my buddies just ordered one, so I'll let you know how it is once he uses it.
Yeah, I'd be interested.
I know
Not
there's
that I have a question.
there's a lot more information coming out about them in 2 days actually. At oh shoot, what is the convention thing that they're talking about? Let me see. Oh yeah, Meta's XR developer conference on October 11th. They'll be releasing a whole lot more about it. All the specs and everything that it can do. Because right now, I think all that's out about it now is just it's a dongle. It's going to use Wi-Fi 6.1. It's going to connect to USB, and it's going to make you Airlink better.
6.1. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm happy for the Questies out there that will finally be able to have proper wireless connections instead of, using the router upstairs or downstairs.
Yeah. Or if you're like in an apartment, like I have wireless, but I max out at like a certain bit rate, no matter what I do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, very nice for the Quest users.
Yeah, I'm interested in also. I want wireless. I don't know if you've heard about the Nofio Shadow. We had a discussion about it earlier. So Nofio is a wireless adapter for your Index that has had a Kickstarter run recently.
I did hear about that. I am interested in that because, like, I've been thinking about getting into using an aerial hoop in my dancing, and I'd have to be wireless to do that.
Mm.
And yeah.
The only issue with the Nofio is that it's notoriously expensive, even for the Kickstarter to be. It's like $499, I believe it was.
Yep.
Jesus.
At that point, you might
Yeah,
as
I
well
have
just
a
buy
Quest 2.
a Quest 2.
Yeah. I already have a Quest 2.
It might have been $399. I don't remember. But anyway, they passed they almost got up to $1 million in funding from the Kickstarter, which is genuinely impressive. They had more than a few thousand backers, me included. But we won't see that product for a long time. It won't come out, if it comes out at all. So it remains to be seen. But yeah, I'm a big advocate for being able to have wireless connections, a good wireless connection at that. I mean, I'm not really for a choppy, trashy wireless connections because you know how it is when you lag in VR and you're just like, oh my god, it breaks your eyes and your brain.
Yeah.
It's like you feel disconnected and you just get nauseous instantly.
I'm tired of destroying cables. I go through a cable every few months.
Oh gosh.
I still have yet to do that to my cable. My cable's still up.
That's why you just keep RMAing it.
Over and over and over.
Oh, anyway, yeah. So Wireless, better wireless for Questies. It's coming. It's available for pre-order, I believe. Still, the D-Link bridge. So yeah, look out for that. And maybe actually, I think we have a video of it. Hansi?
Do we?
By the way, our producer today is Hansi.
Hi, Hansi. Is Hansi here? Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
there he is.
Oh, he actually said something. I think this is like
I can't multitask that bad.
Let me. What do I have?
But yeah, there's a trailer for the D-Link. It's actually little. It's nice. It's corporate, but you know.
Oh, it is very small. I was not expecting it to be that small.
The dongle.
Untether your game.
Neat.
Seems pretty interesting.
That's a very short
Next
video.
Next thing you know, I'll be going back over to Quest instead of the Index.
Well, yeah, the Quest isn't really a bad headset. The only issue with the Quest is that it only lasts for that long, and you know,
I mean, I was
Two-
using mine
2
for
hours.
Thanks.
2 years, or,
But
or you mean that
two-
power-wise?
2 hours of a battery life don't really cut it for me in VR. I'm sorry, but that ain't cutting it.
Yeah, probably wouldn't even
I'm on
last the
here
whole
for full
podcast.
7 hours.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, it's like I think maybe it was last episode when we had a weasel produce. His Quest died like the very last minute of the podcast.
That's right. Yeah.
Right before we ended it. So his Quest lasted exactly for one podcast that
That's
time. But
tough.
imagine if we had like one of our plugs went like a minute further and the camera would be stuck for a while and we would have noticed and we'd be like, yeah, well, what we gonna do? We better end on this camera then or whatever.
No more producer. The producer left. I wonder how long it would take us to
But, yeah.
notice if a producer just left. If we would just sit here for a whole 2 hours just chatting.
It just
depends on
stuck
how
on
hydrated we are.
one camera.
That's
the other.
It really does depend on how hydrated we are if we were to notice that, yeah, to be honest.
Who needs
But,
hydration when you got the herb?
The devil's weed.
Wait, I
the
got this.
devil's lettuce.
Devil's lettuce.
The devil's wheat. Oh, there you go.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Turned on 420
Yeah.
mode.
Wow. Anyway, so the next thing that we need to discuss is the Quest 3 leak. I don't know if you've heard about it, or the leaks from it. Basically, it incorporates a bunch of the features from the Project Cambria, the Quest Pro. Basically, it's still gonna have cheap out on certain things. It's gonna have soft straps, allegedly. All of this is allegedly, so take it with a grain of salt. These are leaks. It's gonna rock to LCD displays, mechanical IPD adjustment, so no automatic sorcery. You're gonna have to push the thing yourself. There's gonna be no face or eye tracking in it, so it's just gonna be a headset, nothing too special. 4 camera arrays, 2 cameras for 6-point tracking around the headset itself, which is similar to the Quest nowadays. The Snapdragon XR2 chip, which isn't really a surprise, it's kind of still the status quo in standalone headsets. There's nothing better. Maybe Apple could conjure something better today, or have conjured something better yesterday. I don't even know. Who knows what Apple
Still
are
waiting
doing.
on Apple for their headset.
So the leak in this is basically all the CAD files from Meta itself, the design files for the headset. That's what has been leaked, or pictures of them anyway. So who knows if they are true or like to be I mean credible or not. I think they look. I mean, it could very well be. It looks
Yeah.
like a CAD project. It really
Yeah,
does.
and with
So,
most of like
from a person who does CAD, I can say it looks legitimate.
from most of Meta's leaks, most of them have seemed to be completely true. So pretty on point. So
Yeah. Oh, at least the ones that are blown out of proportions anyway.
Yeah.
And this one has. It's gonna have a depth sensor, whatever that means. I don't even know. And pancake lenses, like the Quest Pro.
yeah.
So really, this Quest 3 isn't really that much better. I mean, it remains to be seen what the resolution will be, because they don't really touch on that. It's not gonna be micro OLEDs. It's just LCD. So I don't know. It's like.
So at that point, you're just paying for the name and not even.
Yeah, it's like
seems
you're
like-
paying for, like, you go from one iPhone to the next one. I don't know how to
And only one
Only
tiny thing has
tiny
changed.
little things have changed.
Yeah, they have
You
pancake
know, maybe it'll
lenses.
get a little
Why?
bit. Maybe it'll get an extra hour of battery life. Just an extra hour. That's the only thing you're paying for.
I
Yeah,
won't even get an
probably,
extra hour.
honestly.
They'll say it's an extra hour, but really it's just 15 minutes.
So I'm very curious then since I know the last time I was on the podcast, they increased the Quest price. I wonder if they're gonna drop that or if it's gonna be more than that. Then I'm very curious about that.
Yeah, that's
It's-
what I was
it's-
wondering too.
It is definitely going to be more. So Meta have been bleeding an incredible amount of money with the
Tons.
whole VR divisions. They have basically been shitting money like a pig. It's been insane how much that company has been crapping money. So the price raise was long overdue, and it's likely the whole board of Facebook or Meta, whatever, who said, like, this shit needs to stop, Zuckerberg. Stop it! And he was just like, fine. Smacked $100 on it.
No, they're not gonna stop. They're probably gonna try to compete with Index, but it's just the way the quality is.
yeah.
They're not gonna come close. Just by increasing the money, you gotta increase the quality and
the-
everything.
The Quest Pro really is a competitor, or could be a competitor to the Index. Nobody have, except from that one leak that we had, of that dude who allegedly found it in a hotel and opened the box just to look at it. We have nothing on it. Nothing. It's like,
And God knows that
We don't
could
know
have been-
anything.
That could have been a fake too. So
it could have been a fake. Yeah, it could have been a mock-up made. We do not know. People do all manner of crazy shit for fame, so. I mean, people die for fame, so.
yeah.
Just to get upvoted on Reddit. That's what they want. They
Give
want
me-
that Reddit
give me
crime or
karma.
whatever. Give me that karma. Give me the rewards.
I think with like Meta's idea of undercutting the price at the beginning, then raising price, they caused an influx in interest in the market for VR. And by increasing the prices later, you've caused a demand for something that previously didn't have a high demand. And then you're able to justify that higher price, going like, hey, you already like this thing. Why not get this thing a little bit better at a higher price? I think they were
that's,
thinking long term when they did. Yeah, I was
Oh, yeah.
thinking they were thinking long term when they priced the Quest and the original Quest 2 pricing so
Oh, yeah.
low.
It was a way to capture the market, make sure everybody have
Yeah.
your device and whatever. So it truly is, and they're always there. I don't care what Meta says; they are selling your data. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Like, they could never, anything and everything they would have done would never have made me believe, like, okay, they really care about my private data now. Like, that company have burned that bridge and then bombed it and then, excavated that ditch further. So,
I mean, honestly, out of a lot of companies, I think I would trust. I'm still gonna call them Facebook. I'm not calling them Meta. I would probably trust them the least out of a lot of other companies.
Oh, yeah.
'cause it's like you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
really. A lot of the shit that they've done over the years is just very questionable and ridiculous, and it's like, why? Why do this?
Yeah, they're shady shit.
I trust them less than the shady
I'd
website
much
I torrent
rather-
my movies from.
I trust them less than I trust Kiss Anime.
Oh god.
I'd much rather give all my private data to the Chinese company Pico or whatever. Just like, hey China, take my data.
Let me just give it to them
Take my data.
directly.
I'd rather have you guys have it than Meta.
Oh my god. Well, they're getting it from Meta anyway, so.
Yeah, just go right to the source, right to the consumer.
Yeah. Be like, you know what? For
Restraints.
$5, you guys can have it.
It's a good deal.
Oh yeah, that's what
Imagine
you
if
should
could
do.
sell your own data like that. Like you could
Well, I
contract
would've
out
done
your
that years
data.
ago.
Uh.
I would have.
Yeah, like,
Why,
honestly.
why isn't this a thing? Your data is valuable for those who make commercials and whatever. And so when you go to different sites or whatever, and you get those disclaimers that you have to accept or whatever, and you're basically agreeing to them taking care of all your data.
I'm gonna
mean, the
email
only-
next
the
time and be
only
like,
way
can I sell my data to you guys?
Can I sell my data directly? Like, why are we playing this game? Like,
Why are you-
I could just give me.
Why are we playing around the rosy? I'll just sell it to you guys directly. Just for a few hundred, maybe a couple thousand, you know?
Yeah, they're paying like 50 cents a person for our data.
I mean, honestly, it's our fault, really. We want their services to those websites we go to, and we agree to these terms. They take our data, we get to look at memes or whatever. So,
Yeah.
Honestly, it's worth it.
that's the. Yeah, for the meme sites, it is.
The memes
but
are
the
worth
Facebook,
Oh,
I'm not going there anymore. I mean, Facebook is once the boomers took over Facebook, it stopped being fun.
true.
And now the boomers are taking over TikTok too. Did you see TikTok release like an age graph or whatever on how many users uses
no.
or on which
I
age
have
group uses
never
TikTok the
touched
most?
TikTok ever.
You would think it's the Zoomers and the Yankees or whatever that Y generation is nowadays.
Yeah.
But no, it's the boomers. They've already taken over.
all the old
It's our time
people.
to shine again. Screw you guys.
Let's take over this train wreck. Let's go.
I would honestly expect more millennials, like, because the reminiscence of like Vine and stuff like that. I miss Vine.
There are less
we gonna bring
millennials than
Vine
there are
back?
Zoomers.
Yeah, right. Bring back the old.
True.
Old shit.
Bring back Vines.
It's interesting because you have that age. There's like this gap for the millennials and the very early Generation C. You're talking like very late 90s. Like those, they don't really use much other platforms at all. They're like some sort of ghost. Like they grew up with technology from the get-go or whatever. So they're so used to it. They have been. That's the generation that used LimeWire and FrostWire to give their PC cancer just to wanted to hear 2packs.mp3 for free.
Hey, why would you call me out like that?
Honestly, same.
I like LimeWire.
It's 99.
Yeah, it's I remember those days vividly. And I remember when I did an oopsie and I tried to download a full game and I installed it and my PC would never be the same.
Oh no.
It's okay. Like early days of Minecraft, I tried to get that one mod. it was like that huge. It was that absolutely huge mod that added like 11 new dimensions and stuff like that, and a bunch of items. So I tried to get that, and I completely broke the family PC. I know it's still in my dad's basement, and he's been working in IT for 30 years, and he can't figure out what I did to it.
Advanced virus.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, VR, right? Yeah, well, this
yes,
is
VR.
borderline VR, I'd say.
Computers.
Well, it's anything and
VR
everything
Minecraft.
remotely or directly related to VR. So I'd say, you know, PCs are related to VR. So, you know.
Yeah, it works.
But yes.
Mhm.
Quest. What? Wait, where were we? Yeah, Quest 3. Yeah, it's
Quest
it's
3.
leaked CAD files. There's no video. There are some reviews of random creators online. You can look them up if you wanted. They go much more in depth than we could ever care to on this. Like, I don't want to spread false news further than what we have of those CAD files. Like, people read too much into CAD files.
Yeah.
I'm just. It's just pictures of them, and you can see that there's a sensors or place or room for stuff as well. But it's obviously not complete. So. Grain of salt, everybody, grain of salt. Yes, so the VR haptic gloves, that's the last thing before the break. Haptic X, VR glove company, rose $23 million in a funding scheme, series... Hang on, let me just go through this real quickly, I don't really remember. Pardon me. Yeah, so it's just haptic gloves. You know what it does? It mimics the feeling of touch in the virtual realm. So you have gloves and you have small inflatable pillows with bowels on them that, you know, give you touch. They can vibrate and whatever. Yeah, it's actually pretty neat. It's very early on in the technology development. But the company has in total received a funding of $58 million. The new round was led by AIS, Global, and Crescent Cove Advisors, whoever that is. Seems like some sketchy shit, to be honest. From Verizon Ventures. Verizon! So they are actually entering now the VR market.
I
Interesting.
would actually be very interested in Verizon in Verizon's and see how well they do, because they're honestly they're a pretty good company. I like Verizon, and I would like to see how far they will go into the VR industry and see how well their stuff is. And hopefully, it'd be better than Facebook Meta.
Yeah, so Verizon Ventures, Mason Avenue Investments, and Taylor Friggin Capital Partners are the ones involved in this company thus far. Other than that, they it's just some corporate speech, blah blah blah. We want to continue our development of the glove, la di da, and that's about all.
La di da.
They keep the details to themselves, but they keep saying it's going to be the next generation product.
Because you can feel virtual
But
toes.
they also want to make a suit, so they did touch on something. That, I mean, nobody.
You in the toes.
I don't know. It's funny.
You know, people that one Chinese company that, and not Chinese, maybe it was Korean, I don't remember. They made a shoe that was supposed to be trackable by their base stations, right?
Uh-huh.
Here's my question: they made this shoe trackable when, you know, you have trackers. They solve a problem worse than what a tracker already does. Why the hell didn't they add haptic motors in the shoe?
So you can
Imagine
feel
going over
people touch your
grass.
toes.
Yes. Yeah. You could feel people touch your toes, and you could walk over grass and be like that one alien dude in the movie Avatar. Be like,
Ooh.
The blue people, where he feels seeing the dirt again. He's like, ooh, I haven't felt this in how long? Feels good.
gives you a new meaning to touch grass or whatever.
Yeah, you'd be like literally touch grass. All right, let me just go to this world real quick. I'm touching grass.
Look what I'm doing.
Look what I'm doing.
That would be funny.
I'm deadly serious here. Why? That is so much easier to make. The feeling of a step to actually just put your foot down is also important when you're just, using your from the sense of touch. The sense of touch is not just on your hands; it's all over your body. I mean, you have the haptic vest, the what is it? The ovo suit. The oval suit that uses electrodes to stimulate pain. I really want
I've
that
actually,
one.
I
Ooh.
ran into somebody who had that like 2 weeks ago.
Really? Has it? Oh, it's been
Yeah.
pre-released already. I haven't pitched
No,
in on
they
it.
had
But
something similar, but yeah,
Tell
they were
me.
just I was only in a world with them for a few minutes, and they were talking about it, and I'm just like, what the heck?
Did you
'Cause
poke
I've
them?
been running into a couple more people with haptic vests. Yeah, I poked their leg, and like I saw like their leg like twitch.
That's weird.
from
Yeah.
it
That's
getting, like, zapped.
crazy.
there's one haptic vest that is available right now in the market, as far as I know, and that is the one that uses haptic motors. But I find that boring in comparison to the ovo suit that uses electrode to simulate pain. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I'm
It's gonna
down.
be ready for
I mean-
all over again.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
Full on body suit and everything.
I seriously want that over suit. It's just a really, really tight t-shirt, really,
No,
with
it's-
electrodes inside of it. So you just simulate pain, and it has like different spots, and the shoulders, the
I'd
back,
do it.
and it can simulate knives.
I wonder how
Ooh.
bad it would be
Investing.
since I have like already bad like phantom sense and phantom pain. I wonder how much worse it would make it.
Get stabbed in VR and you actually die.
Some,
You look down, you're
Like this universe.
allegedly, they did tune the ovo suit as high as they could for safe limits.
Ooh.
Well, that's good though.
But
don't wanna-
That means I can
it's okay,
overclock
though,
it.
because they give.
Oh no.
Probably.
Well,
Honestly,
That's not a good idea.
if you're able to change the wattage limiter, yeah, you could.
yeah, if it does. I mean,
doing it.
It all depends on the battery, how much juice the battery can throw out at one time. But
I'll just hook it up to a
Hard
generator.
loaded.
Yeah.
Hardline it to the wall.
Oh no. I can see already seeing tons of news. Person dies from ovo suit. Reason voltage overload. Gets
Yes.
Oh no.
Person
Yeah,
died
that's
after
the one
getting
thing I'd be
stabbed in
worried
VR.
Yeah, there's that too.
Person gets shot in VR and dies.
Well, yeah, and it would be a question on the amperage and stuff like that for also people who have like heart issues.
Ooh, yeah, good point.
Yeah, that's what they mean.
there's probably
they
tons
tune
of-
it to safe limits, but there is also a disclaimer. or
Yeah, there's
whatever
probably
that you
tons of
shouldn't- If you have a
warnings.
pacemaker, you shouldn't use it.
That would be bad.
Makes sense.
Then you could get stabbed in VR
Yeah,
and just
yeah,
die.
Probably have to check.
Yeah. Oh shit, did he die? And you just next thing you know, you just hear 911 or the ambulance in the background.
Here's the
and shit.
question: would you be eligible to be prosecuted for that if you were to stab someone with the pacemaker and they overshoot?
Is that
and it
murder?
Just knocks
Well-
out the pacemaker
well,
and
no.
you die?
Is that
I
murder?
don't think so because
Is that murder?
Because granted, you're
Would there
playing
be a
virtual
would there be a
reality
real?
game,
But would there be a real sort of court case of this? A prosecution
but
and the whole
I don't
shebang
think
with
so because you're playing
people
a
in
game,
VR.
so it's like you're messing around. So like technically, you're at disclaimer. You accept the terms. They don't recommend you wear it if you have a pacemaker or any other internal things that you have that are important to keep you alive. So technically, you're at fault if anything, because it's like if you're in like if I do it to you right now, just grab the knife and did it to you, I'm not gonna know if you have a pacemaker. You know, granted we're friends, but like if you're just a random stranger, I'm not gonna know what your medical conditions are. You know, we're playing a game. You know, we're just messing around, and you know, next thing you know, play around, do that, and you're dead on the floor, and it's like.
Just like you wouldn't be liable if somebody had a seizure from like a colorful avatar.
Yeah. That's a thing that has happened before. I feel like it must have.
It's
I had that happen at a club. That happened at a club I attended once. Somebody had a
Really?
seizure. Yeah.
My goodness, what do you do when you're in VR and you see somebody?
Well, we had to pull them backstage because they were part of my staff, and we had to get them backstage so that nobody in the crowd was out there panicking. And for people who have that, most of the time they give emergency contacts to other people who are in the clubs. Because we have a couple people that have heart issues and seizures and stuff like that, so we normally have like 1 or 2 people that have emergency contacts.
Very well thought out. Good plans.
Yeah.
That is a good plan, but I sort of want to share a story too right now. Admittedly, this is way before VR's time at all. It was when I was a teenager, or not even a teenager. I think I was like 13 or 12 years old. And this is super off topic. Well, it is on the t-shirt topic, but anyway, long story short, I was sitting. We were at school, right, and we had been told that it was. Peanuts were banned at our campus for good reasons. There was one guy who was incredibly allergic. Just the mere smell of it could cause him to go full seizure mode.
Mm-hmm.
So peanuts were banned. And I had been on that school for 1 year. And the second year, I sort of forgot.
Right.
Like nobody kept reminding us. We just got that message the first day at school, and I forgot it. And, we were sitting there, and I was eating peanuts, and, a crowd came by to me and my buddy, and, I was just munching peanuts. And that one guy, he just started to smell, like, is that peanuts? He said. And I was like, yeah, want some? And I pulled it up to his face, and he was like,
oh, no.
Kenny.
Kenny.
I mean, but at the same time, that's their fault, because the school is supposed to keep in check and remind, no matter if it's, your very first
He needs
year,
a
your
button.
second year.
oh my god.
Since I'm very allergic to peanuts.
Yeah. Just on his forehead, or just a giant sign of "Do not have peanuts." I'm allergic. It will kill me.
Well, in my
no,
school, when I went like middle school, high school, like whatever, 10 years, however many years ago, I don't remember. They had like designated tables for the peanut allergic people
Oh, the peanut
Yeah.
at lunch at
That's how it
least.
was when
Yeah,
I was
for
in
lunch
school.
and stuff. And other than that, it was like have your EpiPen on you just in case. But
I mean, they did call the ambulance or whatever, and the whole crowd was like, there was so many kids there eventually. Everybody was swarming. And, well, they asked who had the peanuts, of course, later down the line. And, I had stuck those peanuts in a trash can somewhere.
Oh my god.
I had hid the evidence.
Nobody ratted you up.
No, nobody.
Nice.
good people.
I mean, even still, like, they just wanted to, I don't know, maybe they just wanted to say, more peanuts, Kenneth, all right? I don't think, nothing more could have happened, like, honestly, we were just kids, but still. And he was completely fine, though. The ambulance came, and he woke up, and it was so quickly over, but he was so swollen, though, so they took him down to the hospital and stuffed him full of antihistamines or whatever, and then came back the same day.
wow, I would not have gone back to school.
Yeah, honestly, I would have been like, nope, I'm going home.
Yeah.
The first year of my tech school, I had a friend who he was allergic to peanuts, and we didn't know this, and my teacher knew it. And he knew it, but one of our friends came in and brought granola bars for everyone for the morning, and they gave him one. He was like, "Does this have peanuts in it?" He was like, "We were like, yeah." He was like, "Well, I'm gonna eat it anyways, so I don't care." My teacher just dead looked at him as he's eating the granola bar. He was like, "Do I have to pull out the EpiPen?" He was like, "Nah, I think you're fine. Just keep it in your desk. It's you know where it is."
Oh my
And he just
gosh.
proceeded to eat the granola bar. I was just like, "Dude, you're allergic. What are you doing?" It was like, "Dude, I'm fine."
I
Yeah.
saw a dude do that for a Reese's peanut butter cup. He was like
Oh,
super
no.
allergic to like peanuts, and he just said, I've always been curious what this is like. And then
real-
he went to the
that's-
hospital.
That's real Chad energy.
That's a weird thing, too.
that's real
Like,
Chad
I
energy
don't
right
know
there.
If it's certain tree nuts that it can, but he didn't have an allergic reaction. He didn't swell up or anything, so I don't know if you're super allergic.
Maybe it
if
grew
that
out of the
results into
allergy.
maybe it might just still be on his record, but it was very interesting because he was like we've asked him throughout the day, "Are you good? Are you good?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm completely fine." I've never he had in his entire life 2 allergic reactions, which was when he was very young. But it's like he said he didn't have no reaction. It was just like, that's very curious. I know you can grow out of having allergies, or you can just conduct allergies like throughout your, they come and go, whatever. So I was just very curious. I was like, maybe you don't have it anymore, and you just, because it's been years since he's eaten peanuts. So.
And of course, we're talking
Yeah,
about
allergies is a very
virtual
complicated topic.
virtual allergies is what we're talking about
Virtual,
right
yeah,
now.
virtual
Yeah.
VR, right? But wasn't on the topic of allergies, Bo, wasn't there the Quest 2 face gasket or something? People had allergic reactions to that.
Yep.
Oh,
The little
Yeah.
scratchy one.
I had to. They gave it was the fabric that they were using. When I had my Quest, I got the recall for it, and they gave rubber gaskets. Now, granted, I enjoyed the rubber gasket, but the only problem was it did not fit properly on the headset, and it did not. So like when I took it off, or whatever, it would come. The rubber gasket would come off too. So it was just like a
Just
little
stick to your
sleeve.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like a little sleeve that you put over the previous, but I found it a lot better than what it had because, eventually, if you're playing so long, it gets very irritated at the top, I've noticed. And it's just, it hurts, rashes, like it would start being red up here. And it was just, honestly, it started bothering me a lot. Like I was actually going to make a report to it soon too, because it was just like, it was always red. It was always irritated. Like it just made me start feeling uncomfortable in the thing. And when I saw that, I was just like, I'm definitely getting that because it is really bothering me. Granted, it was a little bit better, but it had its ups and downs. But
I wish alternative face gaskets were more popular, honestly. Because, like, I was trying to find, like, an alternative gasket for the Index, and I ended up just getting this cloth cover. If you've ever used those, they're really nice, honestly. You can take them off and wash them.
Yeah, I went for some Vipables head gasket from Unbound VR. I don't know if they sell products in America because they're sort of the go-to distributor of VR products in Europe for both HTC and Tundra. But yeah, they have like wipeable face gaskets that are, it's like fake leather.
Leather.
See, I don't want the pleather
like a little not rubber, but I forget what the material. Not silicone
Pleather.
either, but it's like
pleather.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to use those because when
I
I'm
like it.
shooting people and doing first-person shooters, I get a little sweaty, and then I feel like it'll just sort of fly off.
Oh yeah, it
That's why-
drips.
Yeah, that's why I went to got the washable cloth face covers so that I could just take these off every day after I'm done dancing or whatever and just wash them.
But the point is that even though I'm not really a person that sweats a lot. I'm actually sometimes I feel like I'm a monster because I sweat so incredibly little. But
I'm the opposite.
Regardless, it's like even though it starts to drip down my face or whatever, eventually, a heated Beat Saber game, it's just like take it off, take your shirt, in again, and you're done. And it's just like continue. It's so much simpler. But anyway, we should probably go to break. Do you know what time we're at, Hansi?
57 minutes.
Around
Good
1
enough.
hour, 1 hour and 10.
Yes, it is definitely time for break. It's definitely time for break. So yes, after the break, we have our usual world highlight lineup, and we have the games we all wish to shine a spotlight on too. So stay tuned. Do not go anywhere.
Hello and welcome back to the 25th episode of the virtual podcast. And thank you especially to those of you tuning in live. We're going to go to our game highlights, our world highlights, and probably get a little off topic on the way.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be great.
The usual derailing.
Should we start
Let's
with
go.
worlds, games? What do you guys think?
We're gonna jump straight into it. All right.
I mean,
All
why
right,
not?
You two.
We're being productive
Pick,
right now.
pick what you want to do.
I don't care.
I guess we can start with games.
Games.
He manhandled you.
What I said I didn't.
She said she didn't know, so I just chose one.
Kenny's just trying to start fights.
Damn it, Kenny. Kenny's
Okay,
You're
please start.
McClendon now.
It'll be great for the views. It'll be so good for the
I
vys.
don't like the violence.
Dude, I did wrestling in high school. Like, I'll fucking let you down.
You fucked up.
Oh my goodness. I believe you. I won't challenge that. Women are dangerous.
Women are the scariest thing on the planet.
Okay, yeah, games. I guess I could actually I sort of want you to go first, Shadow.
Oh,
What?
I really want you to start. I was just going through the different scenarios here, and I think that we should start on you.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I ended up choosing Subnautica because it recently got like a VR update where you can play Subnautica in VR.
Yeah, I had no idea when you told me. I got really
Honestly?
impressed.
Yeah.
I was just like, whoa.
I was thinking of choosing that because I saw it and I was like, wait, when did this come out in VR? Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, Subnautica is an incredible game. I played it in desktop, and it truly,
Yeah.
it's an experience.
I need to do it again because like I haven't like touched it since it got like all those major updates. I played it like way early back when like Markiplier did.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I know it's gotten so many more updates.
This PDA has rebooted with one directive to keep
Yeah, I used to play it on the Xbox, and I think the last time I played is when
scans indicate this location supports
I think
diverse and healthy
one of the main places came out that was under the lava area.
I feel like I wouldn't be able to play it in VR though. I'd get so motion sick. I get so motion sick so easy still.
I don't even know how it would work too. I'm just very curious on how that would work so well.
and gather data.
I want to try.
I think it would.
I don't know.
Get a bunch of pulleys and suspend yourself from the ceiling.
No, just make
Used
your
to watch,
index waterproof and just submerge yourself in a
Just
pool
like,
and your
oh my
bed.
God.
Put in mineral oil.
There's
Put in mineral oil.
Yeah, mineral oil.
there's over here up in it's this water park called Kalahari. They have underwater VR experiences
Wait,
that you can go
whoa.
to.
What?
Yeah.
I've been to
My
Kalahari
little-
once.
Yeah, I took my siblings there, and my little brother ended up doing it. He said it was very underwhelming, but kind of neat at the same time. I didn't end up doing it, but next time I go up there, I plan on doing it.
I've been there once, and it's been years since I've been there.
That's cool.
Yeah, but yes, there is underwater VR technology.
Wow. I want to do that.
Go to Kalahari.
I might just have to.
Let's
I mean,
go.
I have a visa for to go to whenever I want to America, so I could.
Let's have an underwater
I mean,
podcast.
Where you are, I mean, there's one
Underwater
close to
god.
Pennsylvania.
Mm.
So I don't.
Yeah,
actually,
'cause-
there's one close in Pennsylvania from where you are, so it might.
It's
I don't know.
not
if
in
there's any
Pennsylvania.
other-
It's in Ohio. It's over in Sandusky.
I know there's one in Pennsylvania.
Is there one in Pennsylvania? I thought there was one in Texas and then one in Ohio.
I don't know about the
I'm
one in
gonna look it up.
Ohio because I'm new to this area, but I believe there's one in Pennsylvania, unless it's something else. I know there's a water park that I believe it's Kalahari. It's been a while since I've been there. What's this called? Something else.
Oh
but-
yeah, you were right. So there's Ohio, Pennsylvania, Texas, Wisconsin, and
Wow.
that's it.
Pennsylvania isn't really too far from me.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Maybe a 2-day drive for you. Maybe a day drive.
Yeah, that's like another thing. I had done it plenty of times.
But any of Subnautica, hey, that was a pretty cool game.
Imagine playing Subnautica while in underwater VR.
Well, action underwater.
That would be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So instead of holding
But
your
yeah,
breath for
Subnautica-
fun, you actually just have to hold your breath.
Oh my
That would be
goodness,
pretty-
imagine that. Just going underwater with your VR headset on and you just like sort of forget your place. You're in VR. And you're just like,
Ah.
They looked like modified quests because I actually saw them because I was sitting at a table right next to the thing while they were setting it up. And like they look like modified quests. It was really weird.
Interesting.
really?
Yeah.
Suppose if you make it airtight,
Yeah, very interesting.
it would stay cool
Mhm.
anyway. Since you're
Yeah,
underwater.
if I were to make an underwater water experience, I would make one of those the olden days water suits. You know, those
The
bowls
giant
you put
metal-
over your head.
Oh my god! Just at the bottom of the water, just giant VR headset with a giant metal bowl over your head, and you're just like, it's so hard to move.
I can't move.
And just make it so big so you can fit both the base stations and the headset in there.
All
You
in.
get cheap.
Oh, that'll be so heavy. Just all in one.
Just like
But
a
you're in
big,
water,
like a
though.
hamster ball.
Yeah.
And you
Me
can
with
have
the
like a
index and the best thing.
a hose from the surface to pump air in as well. So you're good. You're good. You could just like float about, jump on the floor. But yeah, Subnautica, it has a VR update. It's out, so you can buy it. It's on Steam. I believe if you own Subnautica now, you're actually eligible, or you already have the VR update.
Yep, it already has the VR update.
It's not like Skyrim who pushes their game for each
That
Oh,
device.
pissed me
don't
off.
talk about
I saw that bot
Skyrim.
on it.
You need to buy Skyrim for Xbox, PlayStation, PC, Mac.
I was
your
dumb and I bought the
fridge.
new
I've bought it so
Anniversary
many
edition, though.
times. Yeah, I've bought it. Oh.
Yeah.
Goddamn Skyrim.
Gotta love them.
Speaking of Skyrim,
Speaking of,
What is this order we're going? Her, me, and what, like...
what? Wait, what's your game,
Exactly.
Falcon? What's your
what
game?
is your game?
I wonder what my game is. My game is, funny enough, Skyrim is my game.
Interesting.
It's so funny. Yeah, I chose Skyrim VR as my game because I've loved Skyrim since I can remember started playing it years ago. And granted, I bought the anniversary edition too, but I saw a while ago, and I still keep forgetting about it, to buy it in VR because it seems really interesting. I love Skyrim, so it's like, you know what? I really want to try this in VR. It seems so interesting. And honestly, I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be the next VR thing I buy, honestly, because it's like, why not?
I've seen a lot of people play it. It looks fun. I'd get too motion sick
It
though.
does. That's the other part is there is so much that goes on in Skyrim. The lights, the world changes, like the enemies. It might be a
running
little
around.
it might be overwhelming, honestly, but I'm still down to give it a shot. But I think after a while you play it so much you'll get used to it.
Only plays ranger build, so you don't have to move.
Yeah, right. I don't want to go close combat, so I can just move all over the place. But but I did see it was very disappointing where you have to buy it separately. I was just like,
Mhm.
of course.
I think I watched.
I wouldn't buy it anyways because I bought an anniversary version on Xbox anyway.
I watched a video where someone did Skyrim VR with one of the treadmills, a little slippy slidey station,
Yeah.
and he was like, I hated it so much
Wait,
because he actually had to run all the way.
Thrill Seeker? Yeah,
Oh, it might have been
wasn't that
Thrill.
Seeker?
It might, yeah, it probably was Thrill actually.
Yeah.
He's like, at the end of it, I hated it.
Yeah, I remember watching that. He ran the entire world.
Yeah, that would be it.
Jesus,
That would be.
that's a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
couldn't
We had
do
a
that.
discussion about the treadmill one episode on this podcast, and I figured out that it's much better to, instead of investing your money in the treadmill, why not invest your money in those chairs that move and have hydraulics and whatever?
Yes. The eggs.
I went back to this
The
one
egg.
place that I said that I had a coupon for the free thingamabob
Mm-hmm.
for the treadmill. I went back. We were gonna do the treadmill. Somebody threw up on it.
Oh
Really?
no.
So
Oh, I
we
do remember
gotta
that now.
do it
Yeah, that's
again.
right.
They got so motion sick in VR that they threw up on the treadmill.
Dang.
Yeah.
That is, oh no.
I know
Poor-
the one
poor
mall in my
lad.
hometown. They had I really want to go, and I will drive the 6 hours just to try it out again. They have a racing simulator that is, the turns. Like it's so, I forget what it's called, but it's so immersed. Like the chair moves with it. If you're in the dirt or
Yaw?
whatever, it. Huh?
Ooh.
Shakes
Your
around.
VR.
Is that what it is? But it,
Yeah,
it sounds so
they're
interesting.
consumer grade. Yeah, they turns around. It has your pitch, axis, the bend. It does the whole shebang. It really is cool, and it's like the same price for the treadmill. Why buy a treadmill where you need to sweat and run when you can buy one of those and you can just like lullaby yourself to sleep?
Well, I mean, I mean, they're both different things, though. One's for racing, one's for. But I really want one so bad. But
I feel
it
like the
requires
racing one
so
would be
much
more
space.
practical.
Yeah.
You
Only get
could
it
you
one
could
day.
I mean you could use it in VR chat and just like sit in it and just like
Drive around.
Yeah, even use it in
Yeah,
test
that's
pilot
what
or
I
whatever.
was Reset the controller bindings.
Just play Tokyo Drift through your music the entire time. They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm in my racing chair.
Vroom, vroom.
That would be so fun.
Yeah. I actually want that. I want that more than I want the treadmill, and I'm actually really considering buying it when I'm done with my contract here in Canada and just smack it down in one of my rooms at home. Just be like, this is now my racing room.
You know what? I'm gonna come over to
Here's
visit
why.
you just to try it out. I'm coming over there to try it out. That's the only reason I'm coming over, Kenny.
It's a long way to fly,
Yeah. It's okay.
All right. You're welcome to. But yes, Skyrim VR. It's everybody knows what Skyrim is at this point. It's in VR. It's actually really good. It's one of the better games in VR currently. It really is. There's no denying on that regard. But hang tight. Your game. You also have a game to share, don't you?
I sure do, Kenny. The one I chose was SUPERHOT VR. I feel like it's a kind of classic for VR games, right? Like at this point, because at the beginning, like when the first Rifts started coming out, I would always see this game. You just sort of, I don't know. It's like you play around with like slowing down time. I can't talk right now. slow down time, dodge bullets, kill enemies. Yeah, it's cool stuff. You
It
feel
was
like
a
you're in the
lot of fun,
Matrix.
honestly, to play
Yeah.
that game. Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, that looks incredible.
It was
It's just fun.
I even played it on Xbox. It's
Yeah.
not even just VR.
Yeah, you
too.
can just play it on
It's even
desktop.
on or consoles, and I played it in console, and I've always wanted to try it in VR because it always seemed very interesting.
Honestly, worth it.
Just throwing stuff at people. Dodging bullets like you're in the Matrix.
I forget, is there lore?
Yes.
They've expanded on it so much, and I haven't
There is lore.
played since
There's
they've
lore now?
expanded it.
Mhm.
But yeah, there's like lore and stuff now, and I haven't played since then. I've just played when it was sort of an
Yeah, I remember when it
arcadey.
was
Go replay it.
originally just doing
I want
that,
the lore.
and then they
Give the
dropped an
lore.
update, and it was just a whole story behind it now. So like you come out and you're in the world, and there's like story behind it. And it's like, very interesting.
I might go play it. I crave the lore.
Yeah.
I crave it.
Give me the lore. But
Quick, somebody
honestly,
get
people
mad
they do underestimate the power of having lore in their video games. They really do. Like many games
Yeah.
neglect that
Gives
from the
replayability.
get-go. Yeah. You get
Yeah.
if you get invested into the story and you have a story and you show that something happened before or something is about to happen or you
You are
leave
the thing
things
that's
open
happening.
for questions. Yeah, and you start you get you leave things for MatPat to create videos on it. I mean, you get traction that way, but But yeah, people should have lore in their games, regardless, or just try. Just if you make a game, you already know the mechanics or whatever, and I realize how difficult it is when you start to make a game and you just have the mechanics, you just want to make something fun or whatever, and then but still, once you've mastered the fun part, you need to ask yourself, so where are we in the world? Like, what is this? And
You
you need to
definitely
make
shouldn't
a story.
force it, though.
No, you shouldn't force it. You should never force the law, but
Yeah.
you should know yourself or have a clear view on what has happened or and what's to happen and where this particular game is taking place in your world. You need to figure out the surroundings of your game at some point before you push it to the public. And that's just my take on it, but I may have an unpopular opinion. I mean, not everybody cares about law. Most people, quite frankly, don't care about law, but
Yeah. I do in VR games and desktop games. I sort of just want to shoot things and kill zombies or something, but I want to be immersed when I'm here in VR. I crave lore here.
I mean, that's honestly like all it is, though. I mean, hell, look at VRChat, where this isn't even a game; it's just a social network of a bunch of Unity instances. Honestly,
I'm creating my lore here.
yeah.
Creating my
Lore behind my avatar, like me and some of my
There
buddies
we
actually
go.
have lore behind our avatars.
We got the lore in VR chat. We're good.
what kind of... So, question, how did you end up with the legs?
So what happened with my legs is actually after experimentation on my other buddy Poison, where I ended up stealing his legs, I created better versions of mine to replace mine due to injuries. Because like IRL, I've had knee surgery and I have issues walking and stuff like that.
We got
Oh my
lore in VR
goodness.
chat, everyone.
We
Yes.
have law.
You're lore.
I mean,
But
heck, the
yes, I guess
podcast
it's
has
time-
lore.
Do
the
we?
podcast have
Yeah,
law?
we
We
actually
do.
do.
We're trapped here. We have no doors. There's no doors in this world.
Lore to my own
Oh
thing.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
We're trapped in here.
This place has grown since we started the podcast. Did you know, Shadow, that nowadays, after we go offline with the show, they use this locale to shoot pornos?
Oh my god! God damn it! Kenny.
There's a stain. There's a stain right up there.
Oh my god!
Yeah, when things it got real heated here one day, and there's some bodily fluids up there.
It's time to go.
No wonder you serious. No wonder why you serious and Hang are always on orange after the podcast.
Hey.
I always wonder what you guys did after it.
No. We are not good looking enough for the pornos. We
No.
just get stuff down in the basement again.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
I mean, ugly bastard porn's a thing.
Oh my.
Oh no.
I don't like how this topic has resorted to this.
Anyway, Kenny, you have a game.
My game. Enough with the podcast floor. Enough with that. Oh my god.
There's gonna be fan fiction.
My
Oh.
game is not necessarily a game. Well, it does have some game elements to it, but it's actually Google Earth VR.
What?
Yes, it's on Steam. You can download it. I believe it's free, and you can just go wherever you want. And they have, you have no idea how many 3D assets Google have of the world. They practically have every city in 3D everywhere, and you can fly about like you're fucking Superman, going up and out and around, and it's just incredible. Look at this.
Ooh, it's neat.
You can travel to my
what's that-
town, and you can
what's
see
that,
all my buildings and whatnot.
That movie with Jack Black where he's like a giant compared to everybody. That movie. You just be like King Kong. That is so amazing.
Oh, you can
She
change the
just-
time of
just
day
moved the
too?
sun?
Oh, that's so cool.
Yep.
Whoa.
I'm
That is the entire world at your disposal in VR.
I want to go do
whatever
that.
you
That's so
please.
cool.
Go visit a town you've never been to.
I wonder if
or
there's a
go
way that I
visit
could pull that. If there's a way that you could get like assets from Google like that, like get those 3D scan models and stuff like that. That would be cool. That would make like worldscape creation easier because then you could just pull a real place and just kind of hit it in the background.
I'm not sure. I think some of their assets are open to the public. I'm not sure all of them are, but some
to look
are
into it.
certain to be public. Yep, Google have a lot of free assets that you can use, and Google is an advocate for open source as well. You can say what you want about Google, but they do a lot of stuff for free. They really do.
I'm going to Area
Their motto
51.
is Don't be
they like to
evil.
help people.
For free, aka our
Yeah,
data.
for free. Our data.
Yeah. They take your data and they publish free shit.
Little
in
do you guys
return.
know, it's free. Just agree to our terms.
Free.
That's all you gotta do.
Except here, and you get all this shit.
Yeah, you get all of it. Don't mind the fine print.
But yeah, Google Earth VR is really is a fun thing to do. Just to go fly about, like just visiting your hometown can be interesting. It's another perspective to see it in VR from above, and you're literally fucking Superman, and you can just like fly about wherever you want.
That's excellent.
Go
I will
to
try
Ukraine if you want to. Well, let's not go further into that rabbit hole.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Yes, we are done with the game highlights for today, and now it's up to the world highlights. Anybody want to start?
No.
No one?
I can
No.
start again.
All right, Shadow, what is your
Okay.
world?
So my world, it was called Dan. Now I can't remember the actual name of it. I got it in my favorites.
It was Nordic Lakehouse Home.
Yeah, Nordic Lakehouse Home. It's the world that I've been using as my kind of chill world lately. I've been thinking about switching it as my home world, but it's like a really cool chill vibe area. Honestly, it's just very much a chill world. But what was kind of neat is it has flashlights in the main house, and you can take those flashlights and you can go explore the woods.
It's like the
Oh, it's
campfire
It is
world.
a very pretty world.
Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, it's a genuinely beautiful world. I love the Northern Lights. Like I mean, as a person that grew up in the Arctic, the Northern Lights isn't really. Well, even if you grew up there, they're still very special.
Yeah, right
But
there,
it's
the
not really new
flashlights
to
on the
me.
wall. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What I like about this world, there's actually secrets too in this world.
There are
Mhm.
secrets.
Mm-hmm. Kenny's like, I gotta go back now.
And then I've been trying to get my boyfriend to go to it because he loves foxes, and there's just like fox art everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Just
incredibly
generally
cozy. I
like
love
this chill world.
the upstairs of that world. It's like, look at that.
Mhm.
It's just so cozy, and the purple light.
Yep, have passed out there multiple times.
Every week I'm finding new
And look
places
at
to
this.
fall asleep in, and here we go
Here
again.
it is. Here I discovered
Oh
the
yeah, they've
blanket.
got,
I was
like
just like,
blankets you
whoa.
can lay down on.
Oh, yeah, I'm falling asleep here.
Kenny was
Okay.
like, oh, that's scary.
Yeah, I was just so mesmerized by that blanket. I was just like, yeah, I'm keeping that raw. I'm not gonna smooth out that bullshit. Yeah, that was a really beautiful world. Thank you so much for sharing it. I really enjoyed it.
Shadowofthygods'es.
Gods.
Isn't that your name?
Gods'es.
No. It's actually right. It's grammatically correct.
E-
Shadow of
comma-
your name is Shadow of thy gods.
There would just be the apostrophe at the end. There's no additional es. There's no additional s.
Perhaps
Correct.
That would be grammatically correct.
In
Oh,
proper
well,
British, you would
Proper.
actually
Oh
do.
well, if you want to be
No,
proper
let's-
British.
We're gonna get into the grammatical issues.
Who do you think we are, Kenny?
Stand my ground. I
Oh
will
my
stand
God.
my
You know what?
ground.
I want to Google that. I'm gonna Google that later and see if it is grammatically correct and see who's correct.
All right, hold it against me if you will. I'm not gonna care to look it up because I'm just going from memory here, like English classes and whatnot.
Because it would technically be plural possessive.
And it's not.
That's why.
Yeah, it's
When
not
it's plural
plural
possessive.
possessive. Well, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Shadowofthygods, because it does refer to multiple gods, but it is a name that does sit in a weird grammatical area.
What is the name?
You know,
So-
this is a
since it's your
conundrum we
name,
can
it's just
think
an
about at
apostrophe.
Another time.
You're talking about this, and then there's me that's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. Keep reading. All right. I hate English.
You know what? It was a nice world.
It was a nice world. What's grammar?
All right, I guess we can go to my world because my world is actually very much in the same ballpark as yours with the Northern Lights and whatnot. So mine is called Northern Nights Remastered. It's a less realistic Northern Lights, I'd say, and it's a simpler world. It's actually an avatar world, to be honest, because there's like a place where the creator has put up his avatars. And there's also a tent and a forest and, you know, a beautiful landscape. And there's also like these, what do you call them? Do you know those things from Harry Potter? Those,
Owls.
expensive petroleum, whatever.
The wands?
The
Patronus-
Patronus
Patronus
thing. Yeah.
Patronuses, yes.
Yeah.
So there are different
Oh.
Patronus
Did you
ghosts
say
that are roaming
expensive
about. They're
petroleum?
really beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna.
I've seen the meme,
He
I've seen the
didn't even
meme, I'm
say it right,
sorry.
so I'm not gonna go over that. You
Yeah, you
disappoint
see
me.
them there.
Yeah, this
The
is
Northern Lights is a- Yeah, it's less realistic, but at the same time, it's more mesmerizing, I find. So I decided to do a highlight on this because the Northern Lights really did puzzle me in this world. It's like,
I've always wanted to see
Alien-like.
Lights.
I saw them yesterday.
Lucky.
I can send you pictures.
I've never seen the Northern Lights. I've seen 4 rainbows at once.
Quadruple rainbow?
Yeah,
you
I
at
have
the
a
Pride
video
event or
actually
something?
somewhere.
Yo.
No. It was right in my front yard.
Oh, goodness.
I love those little like wisp fairy things. Those are cute.
Yeah, they're really beautiful. But yeah, it's an incredibly simple world. It really is just that valley and the spawn, and yeah, not much more to it.
More places to fall
So
asleep in.
Falcon.
So, for my world, I chose Zombie's Hangout. I was scrolling through worlds, and it was in one of my trendings, and I saw it, and it is actually, me and Hang went there earlier to check it out. It is a very nice world. It is very open.
It's sweet.
At first, I thought it was gonna be a little smaller than I thought it was gonna be a little smaller than what it was, but it's actually really nice. I love the little
There's a little
that
dog.
They have, the cyborg dog. They have the little plush ditto that you can just throw and it just floats away. But it's also like a full-on hangout spot, like where you can just have a party if you wanted to, and just you know, go there to get to dehydrate. They have a couple of games in there.
Don't forget the pillows for
essentially-
you and your 1,000 friends.
Oh, yeah, there are a ton of pillows. Like when I saw them, there has to be at least 20 to 30 pillows up
did
there.
include
Up
them.
there, there are
Oh, you
so
did?
many
Include
pillows.
them.
You did? There are so many, and you
Did we
can
all
make
pick just like vibe spots? Oh my god, there's so many pillows.
There's so many pillows.
And there are two
And in
rows.
the main
There are
room,
two
there are a
rows.
couple. Yeah, there are 2 rows, and then in the other room, there's a couple more. But it's like you can just make a pillow fort and just mess around. And I think that's what they did at the bottom. You can just make a pillow fort. Those
What's
little
that orb?
things, I don't know. We were trying to
Couldn't figure it out.
It literally, when you hover over it, it's a secret. There are 3 in total in that world. We just clicked it multiple times. And we just don't know what it does. But it is such
Did you
a
try
calm
to click
world,
all
and
3 at the same time?
We only had 2 people. Wait a
We
minute.
only have 2 people.
All at the same time?
Hold up.
Whoa.
All at the same time. We gotta try something later. It is such a relaxing and cool world. It is really nice.
Yeah, and that was a really beautiful world. I really did enjoy it. I regret that I didn't include another shot of that dog, because that dog was really cute.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was
We sat there
adorable.
and
It was a little cyborg dog.
sort of yawns every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just brings, when you put an animal in your world that is, you know, just sitting and chilling or whatever, it brings another calm
It's a vibe.
atmosphere into the
Mhm.
into the world. It really does. Like, whenever you're in, like, on home or whatever, and you have your pet, cat, dog, or whatever it may be, just chilling about, just chill. It sort of, like, that vibe moves over to you. It calms you down too when you see other people or animals chilling.
Well, it's like in her world, one of the secrets, there's a spiritual fox in that world if you
Mhm.
explore. And it is so cute. I kid you not. It is so adorable. I was just like, oh, like it's a little.
Where was that again?
I know when you spawn, you have to go to the left side. There's a little, I believe, a ruin that you have to click, and then it's all the way on the other side, on the right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If I remember correctly.
I was so sad when I went behind the waterfalls. There wasn't anything behind the waterfalls.
I know,
was like,
that's the first
"Aw."
thing I went to. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, there's nothing behind there. I'm very disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need more waterfall secrets.
Yes,
like the,
world
status quo in gaming.
world creators. If you have a waterfall, I have to go into it and see cool things.
Put a secret behind it. You have to.
If you-
The
yeah,
secret
if you,
behind the waterfall.
if you, wait, what's the world called? Dig. Let me look. Favorite hangout worlds. Serenity Cove.
That one,
They
yes.
have a really cool secret behind there. They have a really cool like area behind the
Yeah.
waterfall.
I like that one. That one's a nice one.
It's like my go-to hangout spot when I like just go on Blue and I want to just vibe with everybody, because the world's so big and there's so many different like areas to go vibe. Like it's nice to just go chilling.
Mm.
I'll have to check that world.
So that was Zombies Hangout. It's a really beautiful world. I really did enjoy it, actually. I did favorite it.
Yes.
Admittedly, I already had the the Lakehouse Shadow Shed with me. I already had that one favorited, and I hate that you did the highlight on it, because I actually planned to do that highlight, and I was just like, damn it, I need another But yeah, that leaves your world.
My world.
Right.
So mine's very different than all of yours. It's sort of like a cyberpunk anime, sort of cartoony themed place. It's Lua's Neon City, I think. I've only been there like for 10 minutes, but it was kind of cool. Because a lot of these like cyberpunk like places try to be really realistic, but this place just sort of is sort of a cartoon style, and it has
Super low poly.
yeah, low poly, and
vibe with
there's a cat girl that follows you around sometimes, and asks you if you want to change your settings. How can you not like that?
As of recently, I've been into the whole cyber like thing. Like,
Oh,
You should send me
Wait.
the link for this.
Did you get a
Like
video?
some
Did you get a video of the Naruto run person that sprints around the world?
Maybe in one of the shots, I don't remember, but I saw
Because
them.
amongst all the cat girls
Actually,
that are
like,
wandering around,
yeah,
there's also
totally.
just a dude Naruto running all around the world.
That's hilarious.
It's cool. It's a cool
It'd be
place.
funny if he just like runs past the camera.
Meow.
just runs around. That is, I will have to check that out. That is a very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool
same.
place. Because when you walk up to the cat girls, they look at you. They
That's
sort of
weird.
stare you down. It's very creepy.
No.
Dude, you know
I
what
really-
freaked me out? Like, have you been over to the movies in Chill World recently?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
The doll.
Oh no.
And for
oh,
a while, you could take
no.
the clothes off the doll. That was so
Ugh.
weird.
What the that's weird.
You could? Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I just instantly when
Yeah,
people
for like,
shoved
for like
that to me,
3
I just like
days,
I
you could
threw
take
that
the
into
clothes off the
abyss.
doll as the sleep mode, and it literally just took her down to like a bra and underwear, and it was super uncomfy. Because she's
Jesus.
a lolly.
I've noticed every time I join that world, my friends would just put it in the fish tank and be like, "Fuck you, in here.
Yeah. Get out of here, you cursed.
Yeah.
It's so
cursed doll.
gross.
I don't need a nightmares.
How many people have done inappropriate things to that doll?
Oh
I
God.
don't wanna go over that.
Oh
I don't
no.
even
In
wanna
a
think
3-day
like
span, you could take the clothes off.
I didn't want to think
why
about
did the
that.
who made that? Like
I don't even. It might have been just an asset that the creator just imported, and they probably saw that or got reports of it, and they were just
Well,
like, "You know what,
that-
I'm gonna remove this."
Yeah, that entire world's a bunch of prefabs. There's no original assets in there as far as
Yeah.
I'm aware of.
But we
I
all
have
love it.
original assets. The picture frames are original.
Your original assets. What about your walls? What about your walls?
I made them, but I didn't make the texture.
There's not even a wall there.
That's not what I'm getting at. There's not even a wall there. It's all a lie. This is all a lie. You're all being lied to.
It's an illusion.
It's okay. You can have an original asset. I'll send you my jar.
Can I just run off screen that way and show everyone?
Yeah, I made the cameras. I made the cameras. I made those from scratch, including textures. What else?
You're a phony. You're a phony.
Yeah, the triangles over there. I made those too from scratch.
Triangles.
And those
Did you make that map?
balls. And
Did you make
That
that,
world
map?
Oh hell no! I just googled world map, dude. Right click, save image.
Disappointed in you. Should have made it an original. Tisk tisk tisk.
What do you expect? I don't have the infinite amount of time. People, I don't want to invent the wheel again. Come on.
I've
trying to
made
think.
so many iterations of worlds lately. I could show you the 2 worlds that I have already up.
Yeah, that would be actually really cool.
Yeah,
I
we
realized
can do
there's
that
one
another
more
time.
thing. One more thing I made from scratch. The spotlights in the ceiling.
That doesn't count.
They count. Come on, they're cool.
They count.
Listen. I'll consider they count when you make your walls actual walls. That's what I love
There's
about this
walls over there. The windows. You can't run through the windows. All right. But there's
the windows.
Wait, you
matter.
can run through the
window-
walls?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there she goes.
no, you
Oh,
can't.
what? You can't run through that wall. What?
What?
Mm.
No, it's because the painting. Go through the
You
wall.
gotta go down more.
Oh, oh, oh. There she goes.
Well, she just you're all being lied to here. You're all being lied.
All a lie. She's back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I am back from the dead.
Yeah. From the infinite abyss.
Now you know you're stuck here.
Anyway.
Yeah, now we know we're in purgatory.
You can choose to be with me and hang tight in the basement or join the pornography crew. It's your choice.
Oh, no.
Basement for me.
Actually, you need to apply for the pornography crew because they earn
You gotta-
way more
They,
money than we
they
do.
didn't. They didn't accept me or Kenny.
You gotta sign a waiver
No.
so that they can sell your data.
Listen, I don't go to.
They want to sell your search history.
No, it's
Oh.
Anything about my search history.
That's why I had to turn it down.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh well, we are rapidly approaching the end of the podcast here, and the last thing we need to do the plugs. So the way we do plugs on this show is we usually just plug something stupid or silly. Yeah, the plug is a real thing. We need to plug stuff. If you're ready to do your plug, Shadow, you're free to go for it.
I gave you my link tree. I gave you
Your
my
link
link tree
tree?
link.
Good job. We're starting off strong.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I gave you
It's
my
in the
link tree
description.
link. Yep. All my stuff's in there. Stuff for my commissions, my Gumroad, a couple of the club servers that I'm in. Yeah, there's pretty much. There's even my like music playlist and like a link for all my VR setup. So.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, link tree in the description. You just expand it, and it's right by your name and the participants. Yeah. Hang tight. Do you have a plug for me?
I sure do. It is my local guitar center.
Really?
Yeah, I went there. I think it was probably last Monday. I bought myself a DJ controller so I can, mix some music now. I'm still learning. I did it. I had to do it. I won big at the casino.
I'll recruit
So-
you. I'll recruit
Yes. Yes. First gig, let's go. I am getting. I've gotten a lot better at it over the past week. I've spent like probably 30 hours this week just playing with it, and I feel like I've gotten a lot better.
you. Yeah. Well, I'm
But-
partnered with a few like DJ clubs, so I can get you in.
I got the plugs already. Yes. But no, the biggest reason I want to plug them is for the employee that helped me. He and I, we hydrated very well the night prior, and we came together at this guitar center, and he helped me out. And he said, "You know what? I am feeling real overhydrated, or like hungover, if you might." And he started playing some mariachi bands, some Spanish music. And he said, "You know what? You can't be sad when you're listening to mariachi." And I agreed. And the systems went down for a little bit for my card, so we just sat there and vibed to some mariachi music for like 10 minutes while it rebooted. And we had a good time. I had a great time at Guitar Center, just chilling with this dude. And yeah, he helped me out, got me my DJ controller, and yeah. Guitar Center, everyone.
Wow.
Very wholesome time.
Hell yeah.
That sounds super fun. Falcon, do you have a plug?
I'm just gonna. I'll name this as my plug because I haven't been there in a while. Wawa. You know what Wawa is? It's a East Coast place, and they are amazing. And ever since I moved over here, they don't have Wawa, and I'm very upset because they're really fucking good, and it sucks because we have Sheets, but it's
I've
it's not
never heard
Wawa.
of it.
Never
What
heard
is
of
Wawa?
Wawa?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sheets is good.
so
Isn't it a gas station?
so Wawa is a Sheets. That's what Wawa is, just for you.
Oh, really?
What's
You,
a sheet? It's like that you put on your
so-
bed.
Okay, so essentially what it is, it's a gas station, but it's also considered a deli, like a deli mini food mart, and you know you can get
Oh.
sandwiches
They have
there.
really
like, get
good
hot
chili
foods.
dogs.
I've never
Mm.
tried the
Deli
chili dogs
deluxe or
and
deli
cheese.
You've
delight.
never? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Go after like 9 o'clock. You can get like 2 chili dogs for $1,
Ooh.
and they've got nacho cheese and the chili
Yo.
on them. They're really good.
Yo.
But their
sounds
sandwiches
mighty
at
good.
Wawa are amazing. The bread that they use, you can get it toasted. You can get cold sandwich, hot sandwich. You can get mac and cheese, mashed potatoes. You can get so many things from there. You can get drinks. You can get small utilities from like toilet paper or whatever.
think he
and
crashed.
it's just like it's.
Oh
the
no.
host crashed. Oh, no.
Luckily, I'm in charge of the stream. Oh, there goes Kenny. Wait, I'll take his spot.
Technical difficulties. Kenny? What's your plug?
Yeah, what's your plug?
I really like Guitar Center.
Guitar Center.
What's something a Norwegian would say? I really like the Fish Mart
We're
down the
serious.
road.
We're serious. We're serious when you need them.
Wait, he's
Wait,
living in
what-
Canada.
what-
What's something that's unique
I was
to
gonna say Canada right now.
Hey, there's a maple syrup
Maple
place
syrup.
down the road, eh? And they got the best syrup around town, all right? Let me tell you what, this maple syrup knock your socks off, eh?
I'm serious. Just texted me saying you called. Serious. You know what? Serious. Take over Kenny's plug. What? Put in a plug since Kenny crashed. If he responds in time.
There's a few.
Funny.
There's
I heard my Discord. I look over and it's just serious. You called.
there's a bit of a delay.
Yeah,
on the
He's
stream.
typing.
Let me see if
He
Kenny's
said, "Take over, Kenny?"
rebooted yet.
Question mark. He said, what,
No,
what's a
it's
plug
actually
series
still
from,
rebooted.
from
What do we
from
do,
Norway?
Hansi?
Should we just? Should we wait for him to
Improvise.
come back?
Improv.
Without him?
Improvise.
I
let's
gave
see.
his plug. The maple syrup shop down the road,
Taco
eh?
Bell. Let's talk about Taco Bell.
Let's talk about Taco Bell. Kenny loves Taco Bell. I don't know if this
Yeah,
is
he
true or
loves-
not,
Okay, so-
but everyone loves
As
Taco Bell.
somebody who takes part of the herb, like Taco Bell at like 3 a.m., it like hits.
Oh, it's yeah.
Oh, it
And you
do
have
be hitting different.
The hungries, the munchies.
Well, back before even I did any of this, me and my mom would like get the random impulse to clean, and we'd clean the house from like top to bottom in one evening, like rip everything out, put everything back together, and we'd finish at like 3 a.m. and go get like Taco Bell
Mm,
afterwards is like our treat for cleaning the entire house.
that's nice. What's your go-to Taco Bell order?
So back then it was the Mexican pizza, and I still haven't been
Ooh.
able to get the
Oh,
Mexican
no
pizza.
more
No.
pizza, man.
No,
Ugh.
no, I've tried it. I do not like refried beans, and when I tried it and I taste those refried beans, I was like, no.
I
this
love
is
it.
not-
I hate refried beans, but I still like the Mexican pizza for some reason, and I don't know why.
Mm.
My other go-to thing was they used to have this thing on the dollar menu, which it got replaced by something similar, but it's not the same. It had like chicken, and then the chipotle like kind of ranch in it, and then like a fuck ton of cheese.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sad they took that off too.
Yeah.
Because that used to be my
Yeah.
dollar menu order. I forgot what it was called too.
I used to always get the when it was available, the chicken chalupa box
Ooh.
or the
Mm.
That's
nacho
always good.
fries.
Nacho fries always
Oh,
good.
the nacho fries are so good.
Oh, I want
Yeah.
back
The
to back.
Crunchwrap Supremes though. Mm.
Oh,
I
look
do
who's
like the
back.
breakfast Crunchwrap.
Oh.
The
Wait.
breakfast Crunchwrap's
Let
pretty
me
good.
give you your spot back, sir. I
That's look. Hang Tight decided to join us after Kenny was just in his spot. Welcome back, Hang
Yeah,
Tight.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, Kenny, I crashed. That's my
I'm
bad.
back.
Little technical
Alright.
difficulties, but we're back.
Alright.
No.
What was my plug?
All right, your plug was the maple syrup shop down the road, eh? I heard they got the best maple syrup in town. Then we started talking about Taco Bell because I also plugged Taco Bell for you.
okay,
Alright,
serious
alright,
covered for
Taco
you.
Bell. I don't have a Taco Bell in my town, but the maple syrup shop we have here is sketchy. You shouldn't go there, but anyway.
Bad.
Sketchy?
There's
A
act-
sketchy maple syrup shot in Canada? Sounds a little off to me.
Dang.
Oh,
I think I'm crying.
They have all kinds of maple syrup? I'm actually very interested in this now.
Same.
Look, I've never been there. I've never been there, but I've heard
No,
rumors.
we can go
Alright.
make a vlog.
What are the rumors?
Yeah, you gotta...
The maple syrup is too white to be syrup. It's not the proper color.
That's not a good
Let's not
rumor.
go further into that rabbit hole.
let's get away from that. It sounds awfully suspicious now. Oh, I see what you
Little
mean.
sus.
Where's my overlay? Yeah, the last thing we need to do before we end the show is, of course, to read the chat to see if there's anybody who's left any
He didn't
messages.
say his plug. He's falling behind.
Okay,
No, he
fine,
did
you
say
are
his
only
plug.
flying My actual plug that I plan to do.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
It was Taco Bell in the sketchy maple syrup shop.
And yeah, don't forget Guitar Center.
And
My
Guitar
plug
Center.
was gonna be it was gonna be a local bar that I don't even remember the name of. So
Oh
this is
my-
probably a horrible plug.
It's the local maple syrup shop.
You know what? Let's go back to the maple syrup and Taco Bell.
I remember I had the name earlier, but I totally forgot it now. So yeah, the maple syrup got to me, I guess. Oh my goodness. All right. It is time to read chat to see if anybody has left any messages or who's been there. So we have Jared Sin. Jared Sin has been there. And we have Sirius. Sirius showed up in the chat.
Yeah.
'cause I called his name and he was like, he texted me on Discord. You called? Just out of nowhere, you called?
Because when you suddenly disappeared, I asked, what would a Norwegian say? What would a Norwegian plug? We said, ask Sirius, and Sirius was like, yeah, what's up? What do you need?
You called? What's up?
And then we're just like, wait, he's in Canada. Syrup.
So then I went to the syrup, and I think it all worked out for the best.
Probably. Other than that, we had C. Simons. He's asking if that is you, Shadowofthygods'es. So if you know C. Simons, he's
Nope.
mesmerized by your presence.
There were like 3 people that were talking
See?
about Shadow.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
seem
Very popular.
Yeah,
I am
nobody
involved
ever
in like
cares
a whole
about
bunch of
us.
clothes.
Yeah, no one says, hey, look, it's hang tight again.
Be more social.
No-
I run 3 clubs.
No one's like, hey, look, I love to watch Kenny. It's just,
Well, I used to do
the re-
streaming too, so could be somebody from back in those days.
Oh, that's good.
I think the people who comes to watch this show really just put it on their phone and falls asleep. I think that's the main thing that they do most
The
of them.
soothing
But yeah.
sound of our bullshit.
Yeah, of us.
Listening to bullshit. Yeah, some people like to fall asleep to that, I guess. Sin has been in the chat as well. Shane Comer, Comerer, yeah, PC Shadow. Other than that, yeah, that was practically all that was in the chat. Yeah, thank you
Aren't
so
you
much for
forgetting
saying
someone?
hey. Wait, did you say something?
Somebody's sitting right in front of
I see a hang
Yeah, you
hang
were in the
tight. We're in the chat. Thank you, hang tight, for watching live. Yeah, you're
Thank
welcome.
you,
You're
Hantai,
welcome.
for watching live.
You're welcome.
Especially thanks
I'm
to
very
you,
proud that
Hantai.
you were able to watch us live.
Yes.
Someone else said
Thank
they
you, sir.
they can
Also-
definitely be sad while listening to mariachi.
Oh my god.
No, that's impossible.
And then they
Oh,
said they'll
no,
just be
oh, no.
dancing
It's
a little
like
bit more.
trying not to drive fast while listening to E EDM.
Ooh, you right.
And lastly, roll game. He said emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Oh my god.
Uncle Roger.
But yeah, we're how are we doing on time? Are we
We're
good
like
on time?
we're
or are
like
we bad on
right
time?
we're like right
Oh,
at 2
we're
hours.
2 hours now.
On my
Oh,
counter, we are
yeah,
about
yeah,
to hit
it's
2
time check.
hours in 10 seconds.
All right. Well, then it's time to say thank you so much for watching the 25th episode of the Virtual Podcast. Especially thanks to you who tuned in live. We are done for today. Thank you so much.
I want to get it in the bye. Bye.
Come to Club Penguin tonight. It's in like a couple hours.
Blood penguin.
Club Penguin.
Okay, bye.
Club Penguin. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye.
Really like to party. I really like to